Has anyone ever experienced or seen a Chinese lion dance with the gongs, cymbals, and drums? It is one of my favorite parts of the Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year. Throughout the years that I've celebrated the Chinese New Year, there are two specific memories that have stuck with me the most. Being involved with a lion dance group and playing with fireworks as a child are experiences that have made the Chinese New Year one of my favorite family traditions. Childhood memories and experiences make you who you are today. Although I was born and raised in Los Angeles, both my parents are immigrants from China and have taught me various aspects of the Chinese culture by following traditions that include Chinese holidays such as the Chinese New Year. The experiences I have gained from celebrating the Chinese New Year have allowed me to further connect to my Chinese culture and have provided me with valuable memories. The first of the two most fun memories I have celebrating the Chinese New Year was participating in the Chinese Lion Dance. The Lion Dance is one of the most recognizable parts of the Chinese New Year as a symbol of warding off evil for the new year. The Lion Dance consists of not only the dancers and the lion head and tail components, but also loud gongs, drums, and cymbals. When I was younger, I was part of a lion dance group that performed at Chinese New Year's festivals and parades, and also other Chinese special events. When I was first beginning my experience with lion dance, my group performed at a Los Angeles Chinatown Chinese New Year parade. This was one of the most significant Chinese New Year celebrations in Southern California. There I got to experience the thrill of performing for many people, and also loved receiving envelopes with lucky money inside from my audience. One of the years that I performed at this event was particularly memorable because it was when I received my own personal lion head and even made it into the Los Angeles Times newspaper for the event. The second most memorable event experience that taught me more about my culture was visiting China to celebrate the Chinese New Year. I was able to spend this very special holiday with the majority of my extended family who still lives in China, and became more connected with the culture and the events in the place where they originated. One of the most unforgettable events was playing with fireworks with my cousins. We would go to designated areas with fire trucks and light our fireworks pointing towards the ocean. To light the fireworks, we would use a long incense and maintain a safe distance. My uncle would hold the fireworks in my hand and help me to light the fireworks. I also observed during my visit that Chinese people are very superstitious. We would eat certain dishes during the New Year with lucky names. We would also prepare our houses before the New Year in order to clear away the bad things to prepare for the start of the New Year. Both of these significant memories have piqued my interest in learning more about Chinese culture and have led me to gain even more respect for it. In conclusion, experiencing the Chinese New Year with my extended family and being able to take part in the festivities have allowed me to become more connected to my Chinese ancestry and our family traditions. Instead of viewing it on a screen or just hearing about it from my parents, I was able to see firsthand how Chinese New Year is celebrated in both the United States and China. I was fortunate enough to participate in festivities